YouTube's what's up? Back here in Port 33. Last time we got the badge from Jasmine. Took her down no problem at all. This time we're just cruising along right now. Cruising on this route, and we're gonna take down what's Team Rocket. Maybe not yet get there, but explore Mahogany Town to the east here. Kind of a cool hidden area in the hills, and head up to Lake of Rage, which I don't know if I'm going to get to Gyrados in this video or not, but we're going to try to capture him. I'm going to make sure I've got a fair number of Great Balls. I got the right Pokemon in the mix for that as well. One-time thing, don't screw it up. But you can just get Goldines over here, Sea Kings on this route. Haven't gone over here yet. This is Mount Mortar, in case you're ever wondering. We'll be hitting up that place sometime, not yet though. So just keep cruising all along over here. Should be about 7 or 8 more videos until completing Kanto, or Johto, excuse me. Getting close to the end, and getting close to the remaining 2 Pokemon to add to this team. Probably the most exciting part of the remainder of this walkthrough, quite honestly. That's what I always found was one of the most enjoyable aspects of playing Pokemon, was just crafting your team. I would spend a lot of time just kind of pondering how I was going to design my team, who I was going to have in it, because that's one of the things. You get to choose every new game that you choose, every new save file that you create. Each generation is a new opportunity for you to play the game in a way you want to be, defined by, and that's really created by who is this? Mother, I know I'm making too much dough. You gotta quit just going shopping sprees. I don't even know what the stores in Newbark Town that you're going to, or how you're getting Terra Grove. Yeah, you trying to get my phone number? Fisher Chris, he's not gonna add too much, but I got free spots right now, man. Like, what kind of phone doesn't let you have as many contacts as possible? What kind of phone was that ever a thing? So Mount Mortar once again. Marill is in there, obviously. I'm not gonna catch a Goldeen right now. I'm not gonna mess around trying to catch any Pokemon. I'm trying to remember what I don't think there are any new Pokemon on this route right here. But even for my walkthroughs, when I was thinking of blue, I was already thinking ahead to silver and what the teams were that I want, or what the team was that I wanted in silver for the walkthrough. You want to be creative, you can do the solo run, you can do just one type run, Pokemon you only like, not necessarily good ones. I don't know, there's a bunch of different ways too, but I don't know how many hours I spent playing Pokemon, maybe up there with Command & Conquer. So each time you go into it, you're like, it's like building a house or something from scratch, or putting a puzzle together. Each time you want to diversify your set, however you want to do it, and that was one of the great options about Pokemon, was the diversity and the number of ways that you could play it. Obviously, they kind of hold your hand going through the game, which some people don't like, some people do like. If you're talking about like Metroid Fusion compared to the rest of the Metroid games, even Metroid Prime, I suppose. Or you're kind of just left to yourself, like Zero Mission, more so, Metroid, Super Metroid, Metroid 2. Metroid has not come out with any product lately, but you're kind of just left to your own devices. Some people love that. Some people don't like having their hands held going through the game. I mean, obviously, if it's a free roaming one, it's a game you can explore in. That's the opportunity. An RPG adventure game, obviously RTS, FPS is different. You go mission to mission, play multiplayer. However, you guys play. I don't know. I'm not really a seasoned vet in those types of games, though, so I don't know if I can comment fully on them. And how limited they are. I've only played a couple of the Metroid games. Zelda is another example. That Ocarina of Time is so revolutionary historically in video games, because it introduced that kind of like Pokemon did, that sprawling, huge maps, dungeon style in that 3D universe. And historically impressive. I love the game. I think there's a lot that I don't know about it, but I don't think I'm to the level where I could actually do a walkthrough. Nintendo 64 games really only could have a Star Fox and Super Mario. That's I did them. Not even Banjo. Not Banjo-Kazooie, I wouldn't say. So they give you little hints here. This is Mahogany Town. Really not much going on. It's kind of a quaint, cool town. It's one of my favorites, simply. Right at the foothills of the mountains. You got a lake nearby, in between the ice path. But this is kind of fishy, huh? It's like, what is this building? You can buy all this weird derelict items in here. It's like, it's kind of sketched out. Sorry about that. It's kind of sketched out. Don't really know what's going on. Gyarados are big money makers, huh? So we're in it for the money. I always suspected Team Rocket. So you know Team Rocket's involved. I don't think anything's going on in here. For some reason I think you can trade for this. Maybe that's in Crystal, I think. You can get a Jinx or some trash, I don't know. Those guys are making out over there by the counter. But you'll notice this random bump on a log is just blocking the gym. It's not like a Team Rocket guy like you're used to, and that's one of the things that pissed me off, but it always made you think, oh, something else is brewing. It's kind of a prompt for the rest of the storyline. Example of them holding your hand again. Only people are headed up to Lake Ridge have been here too lately, so I think Team Rocket is trying to block it off, or at least they make you pay a fine or a fee or something like that. But this guy, I think, asked for your number too. He's some weird Pokemon dude. So I'm recording this one frickin' late again. It's 12:09 a.m. Just grinding out there in the wee hours of the night. Just putting together kind of a montage for later of all the Pokemon where they need to be caught in Johto. A grind, let me tell you. I don't know what I was getting into with this full POKEDEX walkthrough, or if I'm gonna complete it. I put it as my label for every video, so I kind of have to go through with it. Zoobs. I don't know what I want to do with the rest of Gatorade's moves. That's another thing. You can make Gatorade out to be a Pokemon that's not even a glimpse of water type. You can teach it all normal type, ice type moves, dark type. That's one thing normal type Pokemon do give you the advantage for, to do that type of thing, but I'm just not a fan of normal types usually. There are some that are pretty cool, but usually they're dual types. Some people are big Chansey fans. I kind of like the more rugged, lean ones, Sneasel-esque, I guess. So you can head in here. This is the normal gate that you go through, but Team Rocket's in here. Recognize the music. You trying to take money from me? I'm taking money from a kid? I'm like 13, man. Highway robbery. Alright. So, and there it is. You're looking at the 5th member of my team. You were like, what is this Pokemon? It's got a chain chomp in the back of its butt. Is Geoffrey the giraffe? Is he representing Toys R Us? What is he doing out here? Well, if you look at its stats, it's actually kind of a boss, and it's overlooked. Special attack, at least. Can learn dark type moves, psychic type moves, electric. I'm going to teach it thunder, Psybeam, psychic, Shadow Ball, and Crunch, I believe it can learn. So it's got freaking potent moves. Already knows Confusion. It's going to be a linchpin. It's going to cover electric type moves for me. It's going to cover psychic type, ghost type, and dark type. So it's really going to be one of my versatile Pokemon. I'm going to go with, I got a Voltorb off screen. I haven't put that montage out there, but I'll show you guys where to get the Voltorb. You gotta catch a Krabby. They're all over the place. If you fish at Olivine, then you trade it with a guy just north of the Clear Lighthouse. So that I should be able to do another one. Beautiful. I'm gonna set this Girafarig up perfectly. So you know what I'll be doing off screen? I'll be grinding my Girafarig up. You gotta check out its learn set in Generation 2, because it's a sleeper. It's a major key sleeper. I remember when I first caught a Girafarig, I was my sister's dance performance all day. I was must have been about an 8 or 9 then. I thought it was this huge deal. Well, little did I know that I'd be introducing it to my well-rounded pack of guys in this Pokemon Silver walkthrough. Probably talking 15 years later now, which is something I don't want to think about. If it's gonna make me catch it with a Pokeball, I'll be freaking darned. Alright, alright. I'll give it to you. It looks docile and all, you know, but it ain't. You ever seen a giraffe fight? You ever seen that on YouTube? It's one of the freaking most viral videos you can find on YouTube, and they freaking are whacking each other around with their necks. That's what this Girafarig's gonna bring to the table, guys. This Girafarig's ain't no slouch. It's gonna bring A game. What else I gotta do to it? Freaking throwing great balls left and right at this guy, wasting them all. I need him for Gyarados. Oh man! Normally I wouldn't give a crap, but you're gonna have to contribute. You're gonna have to mad contribute. So you got one more guy to work with in this team. If I ever freaking catch this Girafarig here, I don't think it's happening on screen, guys. If I have to go back to the freaking Ecruteak City, sell some of my items, because I ain't got no cash right now. Guess who's been using it? Madre. Yeah, that didn't appear to be caught. Don't give me that nonsense. Alright, so he's gonna knock me out. I'm gonna send out another Pokemon, because clearly I can't give in yet. Oh, we're gonna send our Mareep, and you're like, Q-Ball, why don't you just settle for... Why don't you settle for Mareep, I mean, to be your Electro type, but I ain't about that. I ain't about that in this one. Plus I got Magmar already repping the game. Bada bing, bada boom. Girafarig's ours. Time for some grind time. I was gonna wait to... I guess Bill won't even let me throw him the Pokeball if my box is full. He'll give me a ring. We'll call him Geoffrey. How about... Do you like that? Lowercase. We'll do the old G style Geoffrey too. It's all... I don't know if I would call that proper. It's unique. Beautiful. Geoffrey the Girafarig. Gonna be a valuable part of our team. So we took care of that. That's really what I want to accomplish here on this route. Yeah, I bet I surprised you guys. You were waiting. I don't know what you were taking bets for. What you were thinking my rest of my team would look like. Maybe a Sneasel. You can see that, huh? Jinx, but you know, I got a nice type coming already with Gatorade. Was it much an option? Could have been. Nidoking here. I could have got one up here on this route. Maybe I wanted to go with a Remoraid. That's one of the Pokemon that I actually wanted to use. Remoraid. They actually kind of hover underneath the Mantine sometime, which you can't get in Silver. And get it to an Octillery. I don't know how like a Piranha-looking Pokemon can evolve to an Octillery, but I guess it's rather tame compared to the to the Pokemon that we're getting in freaking 5th generation and all this nonsense. Lickitung can bring some mad defense, so I'm gonna have to pack a punch. No pun intended here. I don't know about Special D. Not a chance, man. What makes you a Pokemaniac? You wearing a freaking cape? Going to magic contests? Alright, so keep moving north. No need to really loiter around in the grass right now, unless it wants to freaking stop me. But Venonat, I haven't caught you yet. What should I do? I'm gonna run. Not worried about that right now. Alright. So these two bad boys up here, we're gonna knock them out. Probably call it a good for part 33. Yeah, Gold. I know who he is, man. I named him. How often do you get to name your rival? I think one of these guys is gonna offer up his digits to you. I think the other one's a Nidoqueen. That's a not bad sprite there. Ground type, don't forget. Peace out. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a Nidoking, using Nidoking actually. Kind of a, I think you can learn like Thunder or something like that. Some kind of wacky. I was thinking of getting a Nidoking at first, but I was like, you know, I don't want to go two Pokemon that were from Generation 1 and Generation 2 walkthrough. Kind of wanted to mix it up for you guys. Show you some new Pokemon and whatnot. Pokemon Maniac Ben. Is this the guy? I don't know. Man, those eyes. Don't look into those eyes too long. I think it's a Cloyster that jumps on his freaking butt. But don't look in those slow rose eyes. They'll hypnotize you, man. I don't know what it is about him. Dude, you got one Pokemon. What do you expect? I got freaking 6 ready to whip you. Alright, so this is Lake of Rage. It ain't raging. I don't really know how I got the name. I don't know if it had something to do with the Gyarados and I'm using Rage or whatnot. I think there's a glitch involved up here as well. I saw on YouTube. Hit an item, get a max potion. There's a couple cool items around here. I think you can get Black Belt from Wesley and Wednesday, which should be today, so we might be able to go get that. Increases fighting type move connection. And I think maybe it was a freaking dream I had. Maybe it was a dream about some weird glitch, or like I was trying to catch a Celebi. I had a really weird dream sometime. It was like I was tracking down a Celebi or something like that, and I caught it. And it was just some legend. Because in Elix Forest was kind of eerie. Yeah, so everybody's confounded right now. There's like some weird radioactive glitch essentially happening in Lake of Rage. So, there is the red Gyarados. See his little sprite dancing around. And you're basically just going to run into a crap ton of Magikarp here. There should be all of you at level 10, I think, right now. But I'm probably gonna go hit up Wesley Wednesday first. I don't know about that actually. Just gonna explore Lake of Rage real quick, show you guys around, and then we're gonna probably call it a day. And then hit up Red Gyarados to start the next part. I'll be hitting it up, probably trying to paralyze it. I think it's at level 30. A lot of people like to just implement it to their team right off the bat, kind of have Red Gyarados be along for the ride. I'm just not a big Gyarados fan in general. It's got that dual weakness. Sometimes dual types can hurt you, is all I'm saying. And I'm just limited learn set. So thanks for watching this part, guys. See you back in 34.